Love child. My mother says I'm a love child. Although fatherless and denied, the love a little girl should grow to cherish, not despise. Ooh, I used to love me some sweet Jimmy, she would proclaim. But my heart ached at the sound of her words, with the thought of their love. Love that was not specially enough to include me, but only enough to produce me. I'm the fatherless.
I am the fatherless.
I am the fatherless.
I am the fatherless.
I dated a lot of older guys, maybe 14 years old, dating a 23-year-old, 16 years old, dating a 31-year-old. At the time, I thought I was mature for my age. I didn't want necessarily anything sexual with them. I actually just wanted to be around someone that made me feel secure.
I had, no idea of, what a man truly should have been, because I didn't have those positive images in my life, but I did have through television and maybe some other external sources that I knew that a man should have been a provider and a protector to make things easier.
I haven't been without a boyfriend since the 5th grade, and that was probably when I was, I don't know, how old are you then? 10 years old, and I'm now 30. So the last time I was really in a relationship, I was 29 years old. They all did not involve sex or anything like that. It's literally just been a companion, someone next to me to do things with me. I really did not ever like to be alone. I always wanted to have someone there with me, and having that guy there was, it was really nice for me because it justified who I am.
I choose men possibly, for affection, for love, my idea of love. It's kind of like that daddy's girl little syndrome. You always want to run home and have that daddy hug you and pick you up and be crazy about, how you see on TV, or your friends might have a dad. You always yearn for that.
When I was a kid, I used to always see and usually I would see other families out there, moms or dads, or even just see fathers with their kids hanging out, and I would really envy that. I'd feel like those kids had really nothing to complain about. They couldn't have a concern in the world because their father looked out for them. There was always somebody making sure there was food on the table, somebody making sure that their shoes were tied, that they were taken to the ballpark or going to play basketball, anything, someone rooting for them on the sidelines. I really felt like those children didn't have a care in the world.
Alcohol, women became more important to him, and he simply was never taught and didn't know how to teach me. And he figured that he would, that as long as he provided for me, put clothes on my back, make sure I got to school, that he was doing his job. He didn't really know how to nurture a young man's development because he was stunted himself.
When I was about 8 years old, I came home from school, and my dad was ironing some clothes, and I asked him to help me with my math homework. The moment I asked him to help me with my math homework, he blew up. He just said, "This is too much responsibility. I never asked to be a dad. I don't want to be a dad. This is just not for me." And he left the house, never to return again. After that day, that moment that I remember so clear, he decided he didn't want to be a dad.
As far as I was concerned, society and my father, everyone had abandoned me. So I just felt that I was a lone ranger. And the guys on the street often felt the same because we basically were all displaced in one way or another. And that is how that bond in the street becomes so tight. And young boys end up killing for each other.
And again, not having a dad, it was just really hard because I always got the advice from my mother. So it was always a very nurturing and very caring and almost unrealistic point of view. There was nothing really real to me about it. It just was, Mom, you had to tell me that because you're my mom.
I have a lot that I'm holding. It's hard to be rejected, to grow up with that rejection as a kid. It doesn't go away. And to want something different for your own kids, it's like you'll stay in relationships that are unhealthy because you want them to have that father's love. You will, as a mother, As a wife, you will endure, you will have the type of patience, you will have different things so that you can stay strong enough so your kids can have that love that they deserve. You know, no kids should grow up feeling rejected by a parent. And I don't want to be the reason why my children don't have their father in their life. They deserve it. So, you know, this is it. You know, my tears, my emotions at 42 years old, it doesn't go away. Yeah, love child, uplifting to my ego, but psychologically disqualified. Truthfully, I was the result of aggression, oppression, rejection, and infatuation. If I am a love child, then why didn't you read to me, reach out to me, warn me, regard me, and forsake me for all that allured me? If I am a love child, no wait, I am a child of God, although produced of your confused and idealistic pleasure, a child of God. Oh, I see now. I am a love child.